Billy loved exploring the swamp. Every weekend, he would put on his old boots and set off on an adventure. It was muddy and mysterious, filled with secrets waiting to be uncovered. Old trees twisted towards the sky, their gnarled branches like the hands of ancient giants. Billy liked to imagine pirates and monsters hiding in the shadows, their treasures buried deep beneath the murky waters. One day, as he was wandering deeper than usual, he saw something new. A patch of rusty metal peeked out of the mud, glinting faintly in the dim light. It looked like the curved roof of a boat, but it was unlike any boat he had ever seen. Had a boat really sunk in the swamp, or was it something else entirely? Billy's heart raced with excitement and curiosity. He had to find out what it was. He waded closer, careful not to get stuck in the thick, clinging mud. The mud squelched between his toes, making each step a challenge. The metal was cold and slippery under his hand, sending a shiver up his spine. Billy tried to pull it, but it wouldn't budge. It was stuck fast in the mud. It was definitely bigger than any boat he'd ever seen, stretching out beneath the surface. What had he stumbled upon? His mind raced with possibilities. Billy ran home, bursting with his discovery, his heart pounding with excitement. He told his parents all about the rusty roof in the swamp, his words tumbling out in a rush. At first they didn't believe him. It sounded too incredible to be true. A boat in the swamp? His mother chuckled, shaking her head. But Billy insisted, his eyes wide with conviction. He begged them to come and see for themselves. Finally, after much pleading, his father agreed. "All right, son," he said, "let's go see what you found." Billy grinned from ear to ear. He knew this was more than just a boat. It was something extraordinary. He could feel it in his bones. This was something special, something important, something that had been waiting for him to find it, as if it were his destiny. The news of Billy's discovery spread through the small town like wildfire. It was all anyone could talk about, from the local diner to the schoolyard. People stopped by the swamp, drawn by curiosity. They gathered in small groups, whispering and speculating about what Billy might have found. Some were skeptical, dismissing it as nothing more than a child's imagination, while others were genuinely intrigued, hoping for a glimpse of something extraordinary. The swamp held many stories, whispered by the wind through the reeds. It was a place of mystery, where the past seemed to linger just beneath the surface. Stories of lost treasures and forgotten times. Tales of pirates, explorers, and ancient civilizations that once roamed these lands. Could this be one of them? Could Billy have stumbled upon a piece of history long forgotten? Billy's father, a practical man, thought it was just an old piece of farming equipment. He had seen many such items in his time and wasn't easily swayed by fanciful stories. But Billy's grandfather, a man with eyes that held the wisdom of ages, saw the spark of wonder in his grandson's eyes. He knew that sometimes the most incredible discoveries came from the most unexpected places. He patted Billy's shoulder and said, "Sometimes the most incredible stories are buried right beneath our feet." His words filled Billy with a renewed sense of purpose and excitement. Encouraged, Billy and his friends returned to the swamp the next day, armed with shovels and determination. They were ready to uncover whatever secrets the swamp held. They dug carefully around the metal object, unearthing more and more of its shape with each passing hour. The anticipation grew with each shovelful of mud they removed. The mud was heavy and unforgiving, but their excitement grew with every inch they revealed. They could feel that they were on the verge of something big. The object was far too large and strangely shaped to be a boat. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. Word reached Old Man Hemlock, who lived on the outskirts of town. He was a recluse, but his knowledge of local history was unmatched. He was known for his vast knowledge of local history. People often sought his advice on matters of the past. Intrigued by the rumors, he arrived, leaning heavily on his cane. His presence added an air of gravity to the situation. Squinting at the emerging shape, he muttered, "Well, that looks like something I've only read about in old journals." The mystery deepened, and the excitement in the air was palpable. The arrival of Old Man Hemlock brought a hush over the crowd. His presence alone was enough to command attention. He was a respected figure, a living repository of the town's past, a man whose stories were woven into the very fabric of the community. His eyes, clouded with age, seemed to pierce through time as he gazed at the mud-caked object, a relic that had been hidden for decades. The air crackled with anticipation, a palpable tension that seemed to bind everyone together in that moment. "It looks like a tank," Old Man Hemlock finally declared, his voice a low rumble that sent shivers down spines. A ripple of astonishment ran through the onlookers, their minds struggling to comprehend the enormity of the discovery. A tank in their quiet little town? It was a question that echoed in every mind, a mystery that begged to be solved. It seemed impossible, yet there it was, emerging from the depths of the swamp like a long-forgotten beast, a ghost from the past. The news of the tank spread like wildfire, reaching the ears of the local authorities and beyond, igniting a frenzy of curiosity. Soon, the swamp was swarming with police officers, reporters, and curious onlookers, all eager to witness the spectacle. Everyone wanted a glimpse of the extraordinary discovery, a piece of history that had resurfaced in their midst. Billy, once a lone explorer in the swamp, now found himself at the heart of an unfolding mystery. His discovery, the talk of the town. Excitement filled the air as the professionals took over, their expertise promising to unravel the secrets of the past. Archaeologists and historians arrived, their faces alight with fascination, ready to delve into the story that the tank had to tell. They brought with them specialized equipment and a wealth of knowledge, tools that would help them piece together the puzzle. The swamp, once a place of quiet mystery, was now a hive of activity, bustling with the thrill of the unexpected and the promise of discovery. The rusty roof that had captured Billy's imagination was no mere boat, but a window into a bygone era. It was a relic of history, a forgotten warrior from a war long past, a testament to the stories that lay buried beneath the surface.